Hello amazing people, welcome back to my channel guys. How you all doing today? I hope you're all doing great today. Today's video I'll be showing you how to make this back waistline top with a puff sleeve. I'm also going to show you how I achieve the holes you see on the neck region. Super easy guys, yes, believe me when I say that. So if you want to see how I did this all, then you need to stick around with me to the end of this video as we go through this all together. Okay, yeah. So the first thing I'm going to be doing now is to make my fabric fold. So you can see here I have this folded into four, such a way that I'm going to be cutting out for both the front and the back piece together. You can see the zipper space here. So this is just a zipper allowance of about 2 inches. Okay, yeah. So how I achieved the width of my fold, so I just used the biggest part of the measurement. In this case is the bust, which is 34. I divided it by 4. I have about 8.5. I added extra 2 inches to it, making it 10.5. Yeah, so that's how I got this my fold here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do now is to take the chest measurement, which in this case is going to be at 9 inches. Then the next is going to be my waistline. So my waistline, I'm marking it what at 17 inches. Okay, and so by the way, the length of this top is actually what 24 inches, just with us extra 1 inches hemming allowance. So for the upper part, I'm going to be joining this on the shoulder part and a little bit of hemming at the lower part as well. Okay, yeah, so that's it. So I went ahead to label this. You can see just the chest line and the waist line. So what I'll do now is to put in my 8 by 3 inches mark so we can get our slope. You can see me marking my 8 inches, 3 inches. Don't forget we are starting from that the front piece, that's the unfold part. I came down by 1 inches for my slope, and I'm going to connect it to the neckline there. So you see here I have my slope. So the shoulder, I'm working with the shoulder width here is actually 14 inches. So 14 divided by 2 is 7. So I added 0.5 inches to it, so making it 7.5. So you see here I'm marking out 7.5 all the way toward my chest line. So here it's going to enable me create my armhole. Okay, yeah. So in between that, I'm going to get the midpoint of that, which is at 8. The midpoint was actually at 4. I came in by half of an inch here. So this is going to help me create my front armhole. So you can see me making my curve here already. Okay, yeah. But for the back, just need to take it from that center point and also drag it all the way to that curve point there. So here it is guys. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to fix in the bust measurement. So on my chest line, the bust measurement, like I said earlier, was 34 divided by 4, 8.5. Yeah, I'm just adding extra 2 inches of allowance here. Then for the waistline, the waist is 28 divided by 4, that's 7 inches. I'll go ahead and also mark extra 2 inches of allowance. So that is it guys for this. Just connect the bust to the waist here. So in order to create that back effect now, so I'm going to take it now from that waistline. I will drag it all the way to the tip of that hemline. Okay, so this is just going to give me like a triangular shape. Yeah, so we're trying to create a back effect here. Super easy guys, just take it. You can see me using my ruler to draw slant line there all the way to the top, and guys, that is it here. So the only thing left now is just fixing my neckline. So I'm using a neck width of 4 inches. Yeah, I'm using a neck width of 4 inches. Then I'm going to use a neck depth of 5 inches here for the neck depth of 3 inches, sorry, for the front, because I'm going to be creating a hose here. Neck depth of 3 inches, right? Then for the back piece, I did a neck width of 4 inches as well, but a neck depth of 4 inches as well. I hope you understand that. Neck width of 4, neck depth of 3 for the front, neck width of 4, neck depth of 4 again for the back piece. Yes, so that is it guys. So I'll go ahead and cut this entire piece out. Yeah, so having in mind that I'm going to creating a little bit of hole, so that's the reason why the neckline for the front is not supposed to be too down. Okay, because the hole that we're going to create there is also going to make it more, except you want of course to have some of your flesh showing. So here it is guys. So once I was done, I just took note of the zipper space. I'm just creating a notch there. Okay, so I can take note of that. So the next thing I'm doing now is to mark my dart line. So you can see me, I use my bust span measurement of 4 here, marked it down from that center point there. So I'm going to mark from my shoulder. I took about 10.5 inches, that's somewhere around the bust line, all the way towards the waistline, that's below the waistline. So you can see me creating my dart there. And then for the back piece, I went down from the shoulder to about 9 inches as well, towards the hip line as well. Of course, there's no hip line here, so just below, a little bit below the waistline here, you can see me creating my dart there as well. So I did this for both the front and the back piece. Okay, yes. So what I will do now is to just go and join this piece together. So the first thing now will be to, what, of course, create my hose. Yeah. So from that neckline for the front, okay, just like I said, if you look at the thumbnail, you will see that the hose didn't start exactly at the tip. So you can see there's going to be a hemming at that neckline, right? Then I'll just give a space of about 1 inches before I create my hose. So which means 1 inch space plus the half inches I'll use to still sew up the neckline. So I will draw 1.5 inches. I hope you understand. So I'm just doing a quick sketch of dragging my 1.5 inches all through the neckline. So this is just to give me a guide, okay, so that I don't go beyond that lines, okay? Yeah, so once I'm done, then here I took the center point of this top so that I can have that as the first point to start creating what, my circle. So you can see me creating my circles, and what I did, I used a distance of 2 inches for each circles I was creating. So from that center point, I'll just put in 2 inches by the side, so you can see this 2 inches. So here I actually created about 5 circles here, okay, and I actually wanted it to be maybe just like 3 circles, okay, but I went ahead to cut this out, although I sketched out 5, but I just had to leave that for the moment, so that when I'm sewing it, then I will decide if I should just go ahead and cut out, for the 5 circles. I will just hold on to the 3 circles. So, but this is what it actually looks like. Super easy, guys. So you can also go ahead and, widen up, the circle if you want. And of course, you can also do any shape of your choice. Now, this totally depends on what you want. Yes, guys. So this is it, guys. So once I was done, of course, the next thing now will be what to join this piece together. So the first thing I will do was to use the lining to turn up the neckline. Okay, it's just a little bit of line, something that is going to cover up that circular part and not shorten. So I'll use it to turn up that circle first. Then the next thing, I'll also turn up the necklines as well. Then I'll go ahead and also hem the back side, that the triangular part that you can see. I'll just make a fold on the side there because I'm not using a lining for the entire piece, right? So I'll just do that. Then once I'm done, of course, at this point, we can now fix the zipper for the back. Then, of course, go ahead and join the shoulder and join the side. Trust me, guys, this crop top is what ready. This top will be ready. Yes, guys. So moving on, the next thing I'm going to do now is to cut out for the sleeve. Yeah, so for the first sleeve, you can see the first thing I did was to take note of what I have on the armhole curve there, okay, just to know what I have on my armhole, which was about 11 inches. So here is my fold of my piece of fabric. I'm cutting out for the two sleeves together. So because this is a puff sleeve, I'm using the bicep circumference of the bicep, which was 12, and if you have it on fold, that means 6, right? So 6 times 3, yeah, I'm multiplying by 3, so you can multiply by 2, by 2.5, by 3, by even 3.5, or even 4, depending on how much of the puff that you want. So I multiplied that 6 by 3, I had 18 with some extra excesses as well, okay? Then for the length of the sleeve was just 13 inches. So this 13 inches inclusive of what, my elastic casing. Yeah. So from the end of the tip there, you can see me, I just marked out 4 inches. So this 4 inches is for the bicep. You can see me creating my curve there like an inverted X. So we are going to do this in such a way that it's going to fit into what we have on the armhole there. So when I measured it, I think I have about 8 inches there. So which means the remaining part has to be pleated. Definitely I'm going to be pleating this top part. So you're going to pleat it in such a way that everything what is going to what fit into what you have on the armhole curve there. You can see this. Yes, guys. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do for this upper part. Then for the lower part, I'm going to be what, creating my elastic casing. So I'll just make my fold half of an inch and fold again. So this will be for my elastic case. At the end of the day, the elastic will also bring it all together. Okay, yes, guys, so we're done here. Yeah, so what is left now is just to go join this entire piece together and see what this looks like. So here guys, you can see I fixed my zipper, the neckline. You can see I've also hemmed the triangular part, and I've also done the same thing for my front piece as well. Looking all beautiful. You can see my circles. I've all two-toned it, or you can see it's a little bit wider than what we sketched out, right? So see how I actually used my lining to turn this. I'm making sure that it was notched before turning it out, and you can see it's all flattened down. I used the hemming gun just to put it in place, okay, so I don't have it moving around. Yeah guys, you can see our top is coming up on in shape. Then you can see the puff sleeve. I went ahead to also create my pleat there, and also fix somewhat my elastic casing there. See how this looks. So once I'm done, you see my puff will be all ready guys. Yes, so the next thing I'm going to do, which is the final thing now, will just to be to join this entire piece together. First of all, join the shoulder. I'm going to fix the sleeve at this point. Then the next thing of course will be to join the sides. And guys, this top is ready. Trust me guys, this top will be ready. So that is it guys on how to make this beautiful bags waistline top with puff sleeve. Super easy guys. You might want to try this for yourself. I really love the outcome of this top. So thank you so much guys for joining me today. Till I see you on the next video guys, I want you to have a beautiful day, and please do not forget to subscribe, like and share. Bye.